Ați văzut?
Da.
E mai important să fii în siguranță. În caz de accident, centura te ține să nu te lovești de volan, să nu te lovești de bord sau cel mai rău lucru, să zbori prin parbriz afară.
Ce faceți? Teribam, teribum, ce faceți aici acum?
Le arătam copiilor pe simulator cât e de importantă centura de siguranță. Fără centură e groaznic.
Știi cum zice fetița Zurli? Centura de siguranță e îmbrățișarea de siguranță pe care noi le-o dăm atunci când suntem la volan și nu putem să-i ținem în brațe. Dar voi unde stați în mașină, copii? Pe scaunele speciale, bravo! Știi că nu orice scaun e ăla care trebuie.
Știu.
Știi? Și trebuie să fie scaunele potrivite. Am o aplicație și vin și verific să văd dacă aveți scaunele potrivite.
Suntem exact
Da,
aici.
hai să mergem să vedem. Gina?
Da, perfect.
Doamna comisar șef?
Totul este în regulă, doar că...
Bob, vezi că Emma iese din scaun, trebuie să-l schimbi.
Bine, dacă mai și aplicație, serios.
Dar
lasă că...
Bună ziua și bine v-am găsit! Eu sunt Anca Dinu și voi modera această discuție despre un proiect drag mie, Copil, iubit la bord, este titlul lui și partea sofisticată spune că este prima inițiativă multisectorială din România care abordează siguranța copiilor în trafic și se asigură că părinții știu despre acest lucru. Ce înseamnă multisectorial și de ce a fost ales Clujul ca oraș pilot pentru acest proiect, însă să știți că între timp am ajuns și la nivel național. Aceste lucruri le voi afla de la invitații mei de la această oră, Ramona Brad, directorul proiectului Copil iubit la bord. Bună ziua și bine ați venit!
Mulțumim frumos pentru invitație, Anca.
Și Robert Sușan, care este practic police officer, retired police officer și este trainer GRSP, Global Road Safety Partnership, care este organizația care se ocupă practic de trainingul polițiștilor și parte a proiectului Copil iubit la bord. Însă voi trece la limba engleză pentru a putea să ne înțelegem cu toții în această emisiune și mai departe vă cer permisiunea pentru a începe în engleză. So now switching to English, you are the one who came these days to Cluj to train the officers, and this is why I took the opportunity to invite you to talk more about the training of the officers. But first, let me ask Ramona Brad about the general objectives of this project. So why Cluj? Why this type of activity? Isn't it enough that parents love their children to keep them safe?
It's the key thing, the fact that parents love their children, so they can focus also on this aspect of expressing the love for a child. I think we all know that generally parents do the best they can and the most they can for their children. But unfortunately, in the area of safety, when we talk about children, some aspects are sometimes deprioritized versus others, or maybe sometimes parents, because they were not taught themselves about certain aspects, do overlook them, and the safety of the child when being transported in a car is one of those aspects that sometimes we see that parents overlook. This is shown in the data that we have at national level, and unfortunately, as a lot of people know even from the media, there are a lot of unfortunate events occurring almost on a daily basis when children are involved in car crashes, and police officers find out that in most cases the children that were injured in these car crashes were not properly secured in adequate, secure, safe systems. And because of that, and because we've looked at the data that shows a significant number of children is getting injured on a yearly basis in Romania, we decided that it was the focus and the priority of a project to help to address this. The way we look at this is what you described in the beginning. While it's obviously the responsibility of the parent to look after the safety of the child, in some aspects you need much more than the parent. You need actually a whole community. And this is a spirit in which we have built this project, that it takes, as we all know the famous Romanian saying that is valid in other languages as well, that it takes a village to raise a child. This goes as well for this element of the safety in the car. And we decided that a whole community approach is one that will address and produce significant results for this specific matter. And that's why we focus not only on the education and awareness of the parents for the need to look after the safety of the child while being transported in a car, but also in the way the police officers are aware of the need and prioritize the efforts, the way they do enforcement, but also in the way the local city administration looks at this issue properly and with the right amount of priority. So that's why we basically, since 2018 in Cluj, implemented this whole community approach, engaging, as most of the people in Cluj are already aware, all the ones that can engage. City Hall, who provided a big amount of help to this project at local level, the police team in Cluj, which has done an outstanding effort in both awareness activities but also enforcing actions. And also all the influencers at local level, all the people that were able to give a hand in further promoting the message of the project. So to all these people we do express our thanks for what we found in Cluj as willingness to get engaged. And this is basically the context in which we have invited Robert almost for the third time now to help us with the transfer of knowledge that the police officer need in order to better enforce aspects related to the safety of the child in the car.
Yes, before going to Robert, you said about this being a multi-level effort, and this is the significance of what the people are seeing now in the background. It is, we call it hora, so it's a gathering of hands that help protect a child. Inside the circle is a child who's wearing a protection belt, and inside something very safe for the children in cars, and we hope that all the children watching or parents watching now have that. They have it in their car, a system that provides safetiness while transporting the child. It's a gathering of hands, and we call it, let's put together the seat belt for the child. We had that graphic representation. I hope you liked it, and it was inspiring also for the police officers. They told me that it was a good idea to bring also the people together with them, so the officers won't feel like criminals when they stop a parent to ask him, why are you transporting your kid like that, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe from time to time we forgot that even 15 kilometers, 15 kilometers is already fatal speed for unrestrained child. And the fact that from the first moment which we put the kids in our cars to the final destination, we are absolutely responsible for their safety. 8,500 people died in the last 10 years on European roads, and 1/3 of them was kids, like passengers. So on one side we have our regulations, on the other side we have our enforcement. Especially enforcement is very specific. So it means we need to deal with the children, we need to with the parents. Children in the case of the enforcement, children is only a victim. So we need to use this into account. We need to train officers how to approach especially in the first phase, police officers are much more instructors, source of good information for the parents, what kind of seats they need to buy, why the child need to sit in the child seat, and this is the basic of our training, to transfer this knowledge to them, to approach in this kind of specific way to the parents and to the children.
It is your third time here.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, the third training.
Yeah.
Do you feel like there's been an evolution? You see the evolution through these trainings of the people you are training. Do they see the way you see things?
Listen, I'm absolutely. Whenever I work and I see such kind of engagement of the officers and the willingness to learn something new, and when I see that they really implement during the day-to-day enforcement, it is pleasure for the trainer. And they really understand the point. They understand there is a child, there are children involved. They understand that they need to be a source of information, less enforcers with the tickets, and really works here. I'm very happy with the progress.
The Romanian officers have learned through these trainings that it takes also a sort of understanding, a sort of approaching the parent with kindness and friendship at the beginning to make him understand that he is not doing something right. We have a video that is very I don't know, touching, emotional for me. I saw it while you were sustaining the training, and I think it represents the way some of the parents think, unfortunately, because they do not realize what casualties on the road mean. And I would like to play it and see how it goes, because the accepted number of casualties on the road, right?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. When we enforce the child restraint systems, we usually face the question about the quite expensive seats to buy. But if we think closer, when we try to buy a car, we spend additional money for the color, for some special equipment inside the car, and then suddenly €200 for the child seat become too expensive. So it is the precaution that transport of the children will be safe.
The numbers, are they high in Romania, or I know they're high, but just tell us that it's maybe not that bad.
I would say every child injured, even killed, is extremely bad. So I will never buy a theory that we need to reduce the numbers just for a few percentage. We need to come to the zero. Nobody deserves to die in the crash, which is totally unacceptable and unnecessary. All crashes are preventable, and this is why we also train officers for better enforcement.
Ramona, is this the project that will change the way parents see things, or do we need more?
We definitely think so, because otherwise we would not have engaged from the very beginning. I think the tools that we are using are tools that were used elsewhere, and they proved their efficiency. As I said, changing behavior in general, not only in road safety, but in a number of other areas, takes time, takes perseverance, and takes the effort and involves the effort of the whole community. And I think that it's crucial to understand that this is not a single menu recipe to fix this issue. It takes a number of actions. It takes a number of actions from different areas, from enforcement to awareness activities, and only when done properly, fully, and consistently, you're gonna see results. I think we already start seeing results. The partner that we have for the project in Cluj, the university, Babes-Bolyai, is helping us exactly to understand the impact of the activities that we are running. And they are doing the research segment to make sure that everything that we implement has a clear impact on reducing these numbers that we were discussing previously.
Also, the university has done something great, has made it possible for the parents to just click on their phones and download an app.
Yeah, we have this unique digital tool which was launched in Cluj as part of the project. We had to adapt to the modern technologies and the modern way of reaching the parents with the right information. So indeed, now parents, not only Cluj but at national level, do have the app, the child safety app, available on their mobile phones. So definitely, I would advise and encourage parents to use that tool, because it's a simple way of making sure that you have the adequate amount of information, and that can enable you more to do the right thing for your child when you talk about road safety.
Yeah, it is called the Child Car Safety app, and you can download it from Google Play or App Store. It's free, and you've seen it at the beginning of our transmission. You've seen a commercial running about that. It is not a commercial, because everything is done for free, and we have people who believe in us. And at the end, you will also see the same app commercial that will show you where you can find it. But again, Child Car Safety app is the word to say today.
And we are also proud to say, sorry to interrupt you, Anca, but we are also proud to say that it's a unique app at global level. There is no similar app elsewhere. So at least Cluj should be additionally proud of initiating a number of innovative ideas for this project, including the app.
Yeah, Romania via Cluj, because this is the story, and we are glad to start something from here, but it has become national through this app and through the advices that we give, our experts give to the parents. Do you consider it to be a success on national level also, or do you want to take it to the next level to train police officers in the country, not only in Cluj?
I could say that I already start transfer some of the experience found with here in Cluj, not only in Europe but only in other countries where we work. So it is a very good example, best practice even for us, how to approach, and we really hope that with enforcement will not come only enforcement, will come also the like a source of knowledge, as I said. So my request to the road users here is that please approach to the police if you have any questions about the child seats. Ask them for advice. They want to share their information about the proper child seats with the public to be safe.
True, and they now have this app to complete, and they will also have something bigger, right? We are preparing something bigger, some place where you can just check the way you put your kid into a seat.
Yeah, there will be a lot of additional activities run and prepared and made available through the project. So stay tuned. We're going to have even more tools made available to the parents in Cluj for making sure that their kids are as safe as they can be, also during the travel by car, and not only in their daily life.
Yeah, stay safe is our our call for today. Stay safe, and thank you very much for taking part in this small conversation. May everybody hear about this and have their kids travel safe. Thank you very much for attending this with us. Stay tuned on VIA.
Ați văzut?
Da.
E mai important să fii în siguranță. În caz de accident, centura te ține să nu te lovești de volan, să nu te lovești de bord sau cel mai rău lucru să zbori prin parbriz afară.
Ce faceți? Teribam, teribum, ce faceți aici acum?
Le arătam copiilor pe simulator cât e de importantă centura de siguranță. Fără centură e groaznic.
Știi cum zice fetița Zurli? Centura de siguranță e îmbrățișarea de siguranță pe care noi le-o dăm atunci când suntem la volan și nu putem să-i ținem în brațe. Dar voi unde stați în mașină, copii? Pe scaunele speciale, bravo! Știi că nu orice scaun e ăla care trebuie.
Știu.
Știi? Și trebuie să fie scaunele potrivite. Am o aplicație și vin și verific să văd dacă aveți scaunele potrivite.
Suntem exact
Da,
aici.
hai să mergem să
le
vedem. Gina?
Da, perfect.
Doamna comisar șef?
Totul este în regulă. Doar că
Bob, vezi că Emma iese din scaun, trebuie să-l schimbi.
Bine, dacă mai și aplicație,
da, de atâtea
Dar
ori
lasă că...
trebuie să schimbăm și că